The story of the tabernacle takes us back to ancient times, serving as a sacred meeting place for the Israelites. Unlike the grand and permanent places of worship we see today, the tabernacle was a movable tent-like structure that played a pivotal role in the spiritual journey of the Israelites as they wandered through the desert. In the Old Testament, God commanded Moses to build the tabernacle as a place where he would dwell among his people. It was a meticulously designed structure with detailed instructions laid out in the book of Exodus. Every element, from the materials used to the dimensions, was significant, symbolizing divine instruction and heavenly order. Built from acacia wood, gold, silver, bronze, and various textiles, it was an architectural marvel for its time. The tabernacle was divided into three main parts: the outer court, the holy place, and the most holy place, also known as the Holy of Holies. The outer court housed the altar of burnt offering and the bronze laver. It was a space where the Israelites presented their offerings and performed ritual washings, drawing nearer to God through acts of sacrifice and purification. Beyond the outer court, the holy place contained sacred objects like the table of showbread, the golden lampstand, and the altar of incense, each representing different aspects of worship and the sustaining presence of God. At the heart of the tabernacle lay the most holy place, a sacred area that contained the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark was seen as the very footstool of God on earth. And only the high priest could enter this sanctum once a year on the Day of Atonement, symbolizing the atonement of sins and the divine mediation between God and man. Throughout its existence, the tabernacle served not only as a physical structure, but also as a representation of spiritual truths. It signaled the presence of God among his people and provided a model for faith and worship that endures to this day. As time moved forward, it set the precedent for future sacred spaces, influencing the design and purpose of synagogues, churches, and other religious buildings around the world. Reminding believers that the sacred is not confined to the grand or the permanent, but resides wherever people gather with faith and devotion.